calm down, because he just want to learn something, so I teach him something. I am the one that teach. Call me 10 wins and 20.
Okay. In front of the observer, there's a boat right there, 10 feet in front of the observer. It's going to move away from the observer towards the horizon line. Okay.
Right, okay. Yeah.
What do those 2 and 4 foot waves do as the boat moves farther towards the horizon? Do the 2 and 4 foot waves interfere with the bottom of that boat?
Only by 2 feet. So, Fred, I could draw the diagram for you if you like. I can actually do this for you graphically so you can see.
I don't need any orthographic. I just want an explanation, because I tell you right now, what I'm doing is I'm doing a documentary.
Okay,
I'm capturing your logical thinking.
Okay, well, I'm going to show you.
I don't need a graphic. No, I'm not going to watch your. It's not reality. So let me finish, Rumpus. Don't interrupt me, please. As the boat moves farther away, and that 2 and 4 foot wave that's in front of the boat now, will that 2 and 4 foot wave obscure the bottom of the boat as that boat? Because the 2 and 4 foot wave is closer to the observer than the boat. So if those 2 or 4 foot waves are closer to the observer than the boat, what does the bottom of the boat do as it moves away?
And I'm going to draw it.
Hold on. Will it appear to move downward because of perspective, or is it moving downward because of curvature? Please explain.
Right, with a simple diagram, let me get a little.
I don't need a diagram. I want an explanation.
I'm going to explain
your diagrams. I'm telling you. Useless.
No, it's
your
not
orthographic explanation. It is useless.
Hold on. Can I give an answer, please? Hold on. Can I give an answer, please?
I'm not looking for an orthographic explanation. I'm looking for an explanation.
And I'm going.
I don't want an orthographic. I'm telling you, I'm not.
The explanation that I'm going to give you.
I don't want an orthographic explanation.
I'm going to give you verbally is just going to reflect what I'm going to draw.
No, what you're doing is you're misrepresenting reality.
Hold on. Okay, which
that is what orthographic drawings are good.
You're just going to verbally diarrhea.
This is what I'm asking.
Hold on.
You're not following what I'm asking you. You're not following what I'm asking you. I'm asking you not to provide an orthographic.
I'm going to give you an answer if you let me.
I'm not asking for an orthographic explanation because it's not reality.
Give my answer in my own style. You cannot censor the answer.
Hey, dude, why don't you shut up?
Orthographic do not display reality. They do not display reality.
Hey, moron.
Orthographic do not display reality. Reality is, Rumpus, is those 2 and 4 foot waves that are closer to the observer
my free speech, aren't you?
will obscure the bottom of the boat as it moves across the horizon.
He's got a free speech icon here, and he's censoring my free speech. It's quite.
You are not using reality in your argument. The reality is, no, because I already know I know you're avoiding.
Frightened of my answer. Right, I'd like to answer.
You're avoiding the truth by using orthographic explanations. If you're not aware that you're doing it, I will make you aware.
Hey!
Why won't you answer? I would like to answer.
I will tell you why. Your orthographic
explanation allow me to answer. Because
use an image. Use an actual image. Are you afraid to use an actual image? Are you afraid? Are you afraid, Rumpus? Are you afraid? Are you afraid, Rumpus? Are you afraid? Are you afraid, Rumpus? You must be afraid. You must be afraid, Rumpus.
I would like to answer.
You must be afraid.
Answer your question. Right.
You must be afraid.
Hold on.
You must be afraid. Look at you go.
Hold on.
Freaking out. Freaking out.
The explanation I would like.
Freaking out. That's all you're doing, bud.
Explanation I would like to answer for.
I am not going to indulge your orthographic explanation. Please use a boat. Please use a boat picture. Please use a boat picture. We're talking about a boat here. Use a boat. You're not interested in speech,
are you? You're not. You
are openly lying to the public and deceiving the public.
You're not interested.
Use a boat. I will be happy with an explanation from you if you use a boat in the picture. In fact, use your previous picture. Why not scared? You're the actual scared one because you.
Why are you scared of me answering?
You don't answer when you're using orthographic. Go back. Let's go back to the turbines. Let's go back to the turbines. Let's go back to the turbines. Let's go back to that.
Why won't you? Sir,
let's go back to the turbines.
And I would like to answer.
You're not going to be able to answer it with a fake photograph. You're not going to answer with an orthographic fake picture.
Rumpus, can you take a pause?
Go back to your turbine pictures. Use your turbine pictures as an example.
I would like to answer.
Use your turbine picture as an example.
Answer the question on the table.
Yes, use a turbine.
I would like to answer the question on the table.
Use your turbine image.
To answer the question on the table, but I'm not being allowed
use your turbine. No, you won't. You're not going to be allowed to use an orthographic image. No.
I'm not being allowed to answer.
You're not going to be allowed to use an orthographic image debating. No, you will not. Use your turbine image.
Answer the question. I have
use reality. Use reality, Rumpus.
Apparently wishes to censor it.
Reality. Use your turbine picture, please.
I'm not being allowed to. I would
use your turbine picture.
The question, but I'm not being allowed to. But you don't seem to be allowed.
Use your turbine picture. Use a real picture. Use something that's real.
Why don't you allow me?
Orthographic image is not real.
Why don't you allow me to answer your question?
Your orthographic image isn't real. Your orthographic image isn't real.
Why are you doing that? Why are you
using another image?
Actual values.
Use another image.
Why do you not want?
You want actual value right now.
Are you scared?
Be a man, and provide another example that's based in reality.
1 degree.
You can make your point.
Let's use the boat image.
You have the opportunity to respond to my answer.
Use a boat image. Because your
opportunity to make your point.
You're not going to keep lying and keep using this lie. I will not allow you to use this lie. Go back to your turbine pictures. Go back to your turbine pictures, Rumpus. What are you afraid of, bud? Why do you need this, buddy? Why do you need it so bad? Go back and use your turbine picture. Use your turbine picture.
You will get.
Come on, you love your turbine pictures, bro. Come on. You love your boat pictures. You're not going to use an orthographic image. You're not going to use an orthographic image. You will not be able to use an orthographic picture. You will not be able to use an orthographic picture. You're debating me with an orthographic picture. It's in reality. Rumpus, come on, buddy. You're supposed to be really intelligent. Why are you hung up on this orthographic picture? Why are you hung up on this orthographic picture? I'm not letting you get away with the orthographic picture.
You need to take turns, free speech. You will get a chance.
You will get a chance. You will get a chance to answer me.
You will get a chance to answer me. I will answer, and then you will get a chance to speak and respond.
Use your turbine
so let me
picture,
answer
please.
your question.
Use your turbine picture.
Let me answer your question, Flat Earth. You seem to be an advocate of free speech. You want to stop mine.
You're obfuscating the truth right away with the orthographic picture.
To speak in response.
The orthographic picture is not reality.
Take turns, free speech. Take turns, free speech. You will get your turn. It's my turn now. You've asked a question. I would like to answer, and then you get a chance to refute me.
You're not answering with reality.
Right, so I will
orthographic picture.
I will let you speak if you let me. You've had a go. You've asked a question. I would like to answer it, and then you can say whatever you like afterwards, and then I get a turn after that. So I would have given you a verbal explanation, but it's going to match this, which is that if we have a 6-foot person here with a 2-foot wave here with a 6-foot boat or whatever, and you can draw a line from the person to the boat, and you can see what will be obscured, and you can see that the object that you talked about, this 2-foot wave that's between you and the boat, can never ever obscure more than the height of the object. The 2-foot wave in your case, I can't remember how high you said the boat was, but it can never obscure more than the height of the wave. There we go. It's your turn now.
Hey, Rumpus.
Why do you use orthographic display there, Rumpus? Just out of curiosity, instead of reality.
Rumpus.
Because this is
Rumpus. Can I ask a fucking question?
I'm sorry?
Go ahead, Shawn.
Thank you.
No, I asked Rumpus, why did you use an orthographic image instead of reality?
Fuck up, dickhead. You talked enough. Now, I don't know who the fuck you are or what Discord server you came from, but that's not how we fucking work around here. We have conversations.
So that's it?
One person asks a
It sounds
fucking
like red
question.
pill.
Why
and then
did
another
you use
person
an orthographic
answers a
image to
fucking
represent reality?
question, asshole.
Go ahead, I want your explanation.
You
on
asked
this.
him a fucking question,
well,
and he
I
gets to
think Shawn
answer
Hawkins-
your fucking question. So shut the fuck up, you goddamn fucking retard.
Is that?
It sounds like red pill.
Right.
No, it's
So-
Shawn
Are
Hawkins.
you red pill?
Angry
Yeah,
Shawn.
this is the chat over there with that Jose guy. Those guys were psycho. Listen to this. Crazy.
Right. So the simple answer is because the orthographic view gives you a way to work out angles. You use an orthographic view to work out angles and what's obstructing what. Remember, this is not an observer view. The observer is over here on the left-hand
So
side.
listen, you just said it. You just said it. You just said it. It works out angles, but it does not work out angular size, does it?
Face, asshole.
Then you. Because an orthographic view is not an observer involved in this. So, for instance, this is how you would have an architectural drawing or drawing of a bridge or a building. It's a perfectly valid view, and it gives you all the information you then need to do to construct perspective views. You use this view to construct perspective views. So I can see from this view that this object here of 2 feet high, we agreed on the waves, and a 10-foot high boat, where it was, we can see just by drawing straight lines on this, because this view also provides you with straight line views. These lines of sight to work it out easily. We can see that this object, this wave of 2 feet high, can never ever obscure more than 2 feet high of the object you're looking at, providing the observer is taller than the wave. Finished.
So as the object moves away in your orthographic drawing, does it represent angular size?
Okay, here we go.
Everything gets smaller.
Here's the wave.
Rumpus,
Yeah, I'm just drawing into
your orthographic drawing, as the object moves away, will it represent angular size?
Well, you have to calculate the angle size from the information. That's
Rumpus, does your orthographic image that you use as your argument represent angular size?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, you
Thank you.
dumbass.
Why do you use?
It's
I understand that.
orthographic.
Why do you
dumbass.
continue to
do that
use your
when that's
orthographic
some
imagery when it doesn't
stupid
represent what we
fucking
observe in
question.
reality?
Because you
You're a
calculate
dumb
the
fuck.
angular size from
Awesome. That's not
You're a
why you're
dumb
telling me
fuck.
why you're using it. You're using
You
it,
are a
sir, because it
dumb
doesn't
fuck.
represent reality, and you can
You
get,
are
you
a
can get
dumb
away.
fuck who
No, it
doesn't
does not, sir.
understand reality.
It does not,
absolutely
sir.
does represent.
Your
You're a dumb
image does
fuck.
not your orthographic explanation will never ever
Sean
represent
is gone.
reality. That's
No,
why you like
Sean,
using it.
Sean. This
So
dumb
Reality,
fuck.
reality states. Now I'm going to share my screen here. I have a video to represent to you, which anybody can do this in experiment to prove that if you have a 2 to 4 foot wave in front of the observer 10 to 20 feet away, and as an object moves away from you, it reduces in angular size, but those 2 to 4 foot waves that are closer to the observer will obstruct the ball. The object
As in my
moves
diagram.
away.
As in my diagram.
I can demonstrate this in reality.
My
I
diagram
can do
shows
an
that.
experiment. Awesome. It's actually flat Earth data, and this is my secondary channel, flat Earth data 2. Okay, I don't know when I came up with my
Right.
secondary channel, but this is what it is. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you why, or
My diagram shows why.
I'm going to show you in reality that's not orthographic, that actually will represent perspective, and anybody can compass. I'm going to also ask you this: if an observer is 6 feet on the shore, right? I have an airplane above. Now that boat, according to your geometry, suggests that curvature of the Earth is 8 inches per mile squared.
That's
Okay?
not right.
As that object moves past the horizon, it is
the
noted
formula for
many
a
times
parabola, you
over
moron.
that you globe believers suggest that the boat moves past the horizon.
Yes,
now, if I
because your
presented you
formula is not a
evidence,
formula for
observable,
curvature, it's a
repeatable,
formula for a
testable
parabola.
evidence to show that that observer on the shore watching that boat past that horizon point, but the aircraft above it shows that it's on a flat plane. Offer me an explanation, sir, because I have documented. Hold on.
Whoa! What kind of
I'm
fucking
going to prove
idiot
it in
are you?
documentary.
What kind of
I've aircraft. I've done this. I can prove in real time that what you're seeing here is an optical effect due to perspective and limitation of the aperture of our eye.
Well, I'm trying to-
Okay? You get what's
You're
called an
you're
angle
dumb.
of incident that doesn't
You're just fucking
resolve at a
dumb.
certain angle. That's why you have a horizon line.
You're just
Okay?
fucking
It's all about
stupid,
angles
man.
of incidence.
You're
The
ignorant.
aperture of our eye is about
completely
1
fucking
point.
ignorant.
Now that Rayleigh criterion And then the eye chart is how they devise this information. From eye charts,
studying
how resolving of letters of the eye and how lenses are made to fit over the eye.
FlatEarth data, are you not interested in interaction? I'm not trying to stop you from
I'm telling you
speaking.
what I'm doing. I'm capturing your bites of information, your admission, your fraudulent explanation, so that when I release my document, I have your voiceover among any other voiceover of the top global heads suggesting using all these claims.
Why do you
Meanwhile,
stop a little bit,
reality,
Rumpus?
I can show the observer.
Proving
There is no physical curvature
put them up for the rest of the
the boat. All it is
I've only been able to scream over people that want
or eye, and the fact that it's
they
obscure
you're
bottom
gonna
up.
yell.
Now,
Sean, you sounded quite bad. I don't know.
Well,
your sound is a bit crackly.
so just to confirm, Rumpus, you believe the Earth's physical curvature is 8" per mile squared, correct?
Right, and I'm drawing a diagram here because I didn't fully understand the scenario.
Rumpus, do you agree that the Earth's physical curvature is 8" per mile squared? Is that correct?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but
It's a yes or no,
yes,
Rumpus.
Yes, and I've said yes.
Okay.
I was just saying, I was trying to find out.
So just to clarify, audience, Rumpus is a grown adult who believes physical geometry is reality. That's why the Pythagorean theorem offers that math.
The debate. You don't seem to be interested in engaging at all because you're a shouty,
Rumpus,
over-talking.
I am here to expose your lies to document to put it in the documentary so that I can show you're lying to the public.
Yeah, okay,
you're lying to the public.
Yeah, okay, great. But I need to understand the scenarios you described. I didn't fully understand your plane scenario, and I brought this diagram up here so I can understand where you're saying this plane is and where the boat is, because this describes the spherical Earth and the hidden.
You're on the shore. The camera is 6 feet height, focused off in the distance leveled. The horizon line matches center frame of the camera.
Okay.
Okay. This is what I'm doing.
Right.
The idea here is to prove that perspective is why boats disappear bottom up. This is the argument. Okay. How I can prove that is with going up in a plane, flying up in the distance, and seeing that that boat is not actually obscured by any curvature. So, sir, if you're going to openly admit that curvature is visible on the ground, listen, sir. Openly admit in a public forum that curvature exists on the ground at 6 feet, but then disappears just with a slight elevation, sir. You are proving you are not only a moron, but you have zero critical thinking.
Show you why. See here. Okay, can you see my diagram here? So, for instance, you can see.
What happens to the curve at 6 feet versus 15 feet? Are you telling me I double the observer's height and the curvature disappears?
And I will show you why I'm responding.
Once again, audience, he's using an orthographic image and not reality.
Right, and I'm going to show.
Audience,
they've heard that. They've heard that data. You don't seem to be interested in the debate here. So here we've got this space that's hidden. This is a diagram here where the horizon. Here's an observer up here, and there's the horizon there, and this part of the building is hidden. So you're saying if you go higher up, you will be able to see.
No, sir.
You said if you went up. You just said if you went up.
No, listen. We're looking at boats.
Which is what we got here. You can think of this as a boat if you like.
At 6 feet tall, boats are told to disappear downward.
If you want. So the point is you're saying, oh, look, it's a bit odd when you go higher up. You can see them, but surely you can see from this which could be a boat.
I'll tell you why you're lying to the audience again. You're claiming physical curvature is obstructing a boat standing on the shore. Yeah. It only would conclude that the higher you go, downward you would see, but that's not reality. Now, is it? Reality is... No, reality is when I go a little higher, I can see a little bit more of the boat, and all of a sudden the curve just
which is exactly what the diagram shows.
Meaning that perspective is the reason why things what you just described, and not physical curvature. And I can prove it, and I have proved it. Now, what I am doing before I release my evidence,
sir,
I get admission from you, from every top glober, that you're looking. The 8" per mile squared is reality when it is not. And not only that, I have bit after bit of you lying in public. Confusing the audience, using orthographic images. So all I want to say is thank you. Thank you very much for confirming the fact that you're openly lying to the public.
Can't you see FlatEarth data from this diagram? The effect you've described where you go higher up and you can see more, which is exactly what you'd expect from this diagram. How can you not see that?
Red Pill, look at the screen.
Sir, the Earth does not curve 8" per mile square. No boats go down over curvature. If they went down, sir, there would be a pitch an angular pitch to the boat going down at 4 miles. The fact that you think boats disappear over a curvature at 4 miles, how big is the Earth, Rumpus?
But this
Check. Can I get a mic check, please?
Thank you, Rumpus.
Yeah, that's better.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
good.
very much for
So,
proving to the audience and proving for my documentary.
Hey, Rumpus,
that
can you
Shawn
let somebody else have a piece of this jackass?
Okay, yeah, but Shawn, can I just finish this point, then I'll go over to you, okay? Can I just
You
finish this
finished. How long has this thing been running for, Rumpus?
Okay, but just...
How long has this thing been running for? How many hours has this thing been running for?
Shawn, he did ask me, and I'll just have 5 more seconds, and I'll hand over to you, okay? I don't know if you heard
Can
that.
anybody else hear me?
Yeah, I
He says he can't
can
hear
hear
you.
Yeah, he mutes everybody. So when he talks, so he doesn't have to hear anybody.
But gentlemen, thank you very much. When I'm about to, I spent money on aircraft. I spent money on this documentary. I can't wait to release it because I'm going to make sure.
You're an idiot who doesn't understand the laws of respect.
Now you can go ahead and sue me because I have nothing
for
it. But when I release
moron, dude.
It will change a lot of people's minds.
He can't hear you, unfortunately.
No, he can't. He's a fucking coward.
Shawn, if you come out and come back in again, you might then re-engage here, and he might be able to hear you. Do you want to try that?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just tired of people completely taking over the entire fucking panel. Man.
There's no
I'm tired of that.
He can't hear you. He can't hear you, apparently.
No,
So
I wasn't
anyway, the
talking
point
to
is...
him, Rumpus.
Oh, me?
Yes, I was talking to you, Rumpus, because you don't finish up a point.
Sure.
You make a point and then you keep repeating the point over and over again. If they don't fucking understand it, fuck the morons.
Yeah, I will stop
Move
talking
on.
if you just give me 5 or 10 seconds, then you can do
No,
whatever
I'm not
you
giving
want.
you another fucking second, Rumpus.
Right, okay, great. The point is...